RadioOnFire.com, Shot97.com. Thank you for joining us. Yours truly, Don McKay. I am here daily talking about breaking news and giving my opinion on that. We're going to get things started. I'm joined by Pebbles. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. You are a diehard Baltimore Ravens fan, right?
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
Yes, indeed.
In the wake of the full elevator video footage coming out of this assault by Ray Rice to his now wife, I wanted to take some time to discuss it from a couple different perspectives. And this is something that the NFL did not want to come out. Can we agree on that?
We can definitely agree.
All right. So, what did you think when you first saw the video, the full version that just came to light?
Well, before my stance was, well, she hit him, he hit her back, and this is what happened.
Right.
Seeing the video, it's like, well, damn. It made it worse. Because to me, it looks like he spit on her, and then she hit him. So it just made it look worse. It was already bad that he hit her, but seeing the video, it's like, oh my gosh, it's worse than I thought.
The thing about the video that was disturbing to me is that clearly his reaction to her getting knocked out was so subtle, was just so matter of fact. It told me that this has happened before. It was just like, come on. I ain't even hit you that hard. Come on, you know what I mean? When they first brought down the punishment, the NFL, of the 2 games, did you feel that was acceptable or too lenient, or what were your thoughts on the initial punishment for Ray Rice?
I agree with it. The 2-game suspension.
2 games.
And the fine.
2
games.
All right. I thought that they were a little light with the two games. I think that a full season would have been too much. So let's split the difference and say 6. I think 6 would have been fair. Now, after the video came out, the longer version that got him terminated, what were your thoughts on the termination by your team and mine, the Baltimore Ravens? What were your thoughts on that?
I don't think he should have been terminated. I do believe that he should have been maybe suspended for the season. Okay.
You would have been cool with that?
I would have been fine with that. I just don't think what happened, I mean, definitely the tape is just like, it made it seem so bad.
It was bad. It was bad.
Right, but before it was like, oh, well, it was this, she spit, whatever. They hit back, they hit each other, and that was that. But now seeing the tape and seeing as though the way he hit her, and then she's out cold. She's really out cold.
Out. Now, it wasn't that the hit was as hard to knock her out as it was. It knocked her into the railing, and the railing proceeded to knock her out. But it was enough to move her to the point where she hit her head on the railing.
Well, that was the second hit, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
So, you've mentioned the spitting, and I've seen people online mention the spitting of, someone, both. We don't exactly know. Right. But is there ever a reason, a justified reason for a man to hit a woman? You have 2 sons.
Look, I can't see it. I mean, he could have walked away. He had opportunities to walk away.
Definitely.
But
he could have Jay-Z'd. Jay-Z handled the situation. People make jokes about the way Jay-Z handled the situation with Solange, but he handled the situation right.
I agree. But see, with Ray Rice in the video that we saw, he had a chance. He was looking at his phone.
Yeah.
She came walking past.
Just before they got on the elevator.
Right. He said something, or to me it looks like he spit, and she swung at him. But she's walking fast ahead to the elevator. He could have went on about his business.
No shoes on, too, by the way.
He has money. He could have gotten another hotel room or went to another hotel. He did not have to follow her onto the elevator. So he could have walked away.
I agree. He could have walked away. He could have controlled himself. You know, I'm somebody who always talks about control. Controlling of your emotions, controlling of your actions. Stephen A. Smith was the person that said or spoke about women provoking men.
Right.
And I believe that he didn't fully state. If he had clarified what he was saying, maybe it would not have been taken so harshly. Women can provoke men. Women can provoke women. Men can provoke women, and men can provoke men. Anybody can provoke you. It is up to you what you do.
Right.
Now, you know, a little kid can provoke you. You know, and this little kid, you know, does that mean that you can punch the kid in his face? You can, but you got to deal with the consequences.
I was going to say you can, but...
You know what I mean? If you go to your child's school and they're smacking around your child, who is somebody that doesn't do anything, right? And then you come up there and the little kid's talking shit to you. Fuck you. My mother come up here, she's going to punch you in your mouth, this and that. Now the kid's provoking you.
I've been there.
You can smack the shit out the kid if you want to. But it makes more sense to you to control yourself.
Of course.
That's all I'm saying. So
I don't want to go to jail.
Right. And I do want to say this before we get off this subject. We've talked off camera about this. You have provoked men, true?
Definitely.
Provoke them to try to get them to hit you, or speak a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's be clear, okay?
Okay.
This was years ago. I mean, years, like 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
I'm 36 today.
Okay.
But during those times, I definitely have provoked the man. I mean, I've went so far as to punch a man in the face.
Okay.
But I didn't get hit back. It could have went that way.
Did you expect to get hit back?
Well, at that time, I was just like, whatever. You hit me, we fighting.
You also have 4 brothers, so maybe some of that boldness came from the fact that you have 4 brothers, right?
That's definitely definitely.
If you had gotten hit back, what would have been your response?
We would have been fighting. I mean, it is what it is. I was a tomboy growing up, so I was out there playing football and wrestling with guys, with my brothers and their friends. I was outside doing that. So it was nothing to fight a boy. What'd you say? What? What's up? That's how it was. But, I didn't get hit to make me stop. But I got that shake. That shake that they...
You got that Harlem shake.
Yeah. That's
got you.
That's enough of that.
Got you, yeah.
I don't want to get
hit.
To
find another way.
Right.
Do you think, you said that the Ravens, you think that it was too much for them to let him go. So I'm assuming that you also agree, or you also think rather, that it was too much for the NFL to suspend him indefinitely. Is that what you're saying?
See, the word indefinitely is just...
They looked out for him.
It's just wide open.
Totally... But see, the thing is that they couldn't say we suspended him for 6 games or 1 season or this or that. They had to put that indefinitely on there. But I want to talk about this NFL conspiracy because this is a conspiracy.
Indeed it is.
Whenever you got some letters, there's a conspiracy. JFK, MLK, it's a conspiracy. NFL, NBA, okay, conspiracy. Now, did the NFL, in your opinion, and did the NFL see the tape back February, March, whenever the incident first came to light?
I want to say, I don't think they saw the tape. I don't think they requested the tape.
I agree. I don't think they saw the tape either. Now, do you think that they could have saw the tape if they wanted to?
Of course. Absolutely.
We agree on that. I don't think whether they saw the tape or they didn't see the tape, their decision would have been any different than what they did back then. They did not want to fire Ray Rice, let Ray Rice go, any of that. Right. As we've pointed out, several men have assaulted women, killed people with cars, without, shook up dogs, all kind of stuff.
Wait a minute. Let's back up a little bit. Let's back up.
Yeah.
Okay. Things have happened, okay?
Things have happened.
But the killing, it's not like he ran that guy down. He was drinking.
He was drinking.
Don't make it sound like he just killed him. Like, oh, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna run
Well,
him over.
Okay.
Don't do it like that.
Let's do this. We're up against the clock. Let's take a break and let's come back and talk more about this NFL conspiracy
theory.
Because it is a conspiracy. We'll be back right after this. Okay, so we are back. RadioOnFire.com, Shot97.com. I'm Diamond K.
And I'm Pebbles.
All right, Pebbles. So we're talking about Ray Rice and the whole controversy. You are a diehard Ravens fan, as you can see. I am a Ravens fan as well. So we're talking about the NFL, the conspiracy, as I want to call it. I think that they could have saw the tape if they wanted to. NFL, Ravens, whoever. They could have got hold of the tape eventually. Maybe not when it first happened, while it was still under investigation. But at some point in time before now, they could have seen the tape if they so desired. They chose not to. They chose not to see the tape. I don't think if they saw the tape, it would have made a difference. The decision would have been the same.
Right.
They've covered for many players and will cover for many more. But as is the case with the government, if for the people that are a little bit older, right? You remember Oliver North in the 80s? With the Reagan, Iran, Contra, the drugs, Reagan was selling drugs. My point is this. They put the man out there. He was the general, whatever. They put him out there. The government, we don't know nothing about it. Whenever something goes down, the bigger agency puts the one guy out there. Wasn't us, it was him.
Right.
If you get caught, we're going to deny knowledge of your existence.
Right.
And that's what they did. They left him out there.
Yeah.
They did not want this tape to come out. So therefore, you should have made, should have took steps for it not to come out. So it came out.
Right.
Now, I do want to point this out. The casino that it happened at, the casino, right?
That's what we're going to call it.
The Revel Casino, okay, is now closed. Now, coincidentally, the casino closed on September the 2nd, okay? Just a few days before the tape was sold to TMZ. Now, this casino was doing bad, couldn't pay the bills. Casino closes, tape comes out. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, it's so coincidental, right?
Yeah, coincidental. So that's crazy. But with that being said, some people online have talked about double jeopardy. What are your thoughts on that? And does that apply to this situation? Of course, you're not a person of the law, neither am I, but we do understand what double jeopardy means.
It's just like anything else. I think when people don't know what they're talking about, they should either do research or just shut up, because double jeopardy only applies when it's in court. This is not a court proceeding at all.
This is a company.
Exactly.
Which means they can do whatever the hell they want to do. And I'm sure his contract is set up like that.
Exactly.
The way his contract is set up, they can fire you at any time that they desire.
And he going to be acting like Donald Sterling?
Nah.
No, I'm saying is, how he was like, oh, well, I'm going to sue the NBA. So now, they're on that. And I've seen people say that, oh, well, he's going to sue and he's still going to make out. But
I think that he has a case. But I don't think that he should take the case, because the amount of money it's going to take to fight the NFL to bring you in, for them to pay you, doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense.
I just don't. I think they left it at indefinitely so that they can allow that door to bring him back in. That's
possible. That is definitely possible. If he takes the right steps and cleans his life up, that he could come back. Michael Vick came back, and others have come back. There are going to be people that always look at him a certain way.
Indeed.
There's been mention of Chris Brown. Chris Brown assaulted Rihanna. Everyone saw the pictures.
Yes.
If there had been video of the assault of Chris Brown with Rihanna, I think that his road back would have been harder than it's been. And he's had a hard road. Clearly,
Yes.
Chris Brown has an anger problem. He's been in and out of jail because of it.
Yes, he just pleaded guilty to assault.
Yeah,
Right?
he did. He did. So the thing is this. If there had been no picture of Rihanna, no video, only what we heard, I don't think it would have been as bad for the boy.
I mean, I have to agree. I have to agree because I can admit that just hearing what happened with Ray Rice and his wife was like, oh, okay, well, you know, that's okay. That's good enough punishment. But after seeing the video, it's like, oh my gosh, he really just like punched. Oh my, was that a right and then a left? I didn't know what was going on in that elevator, but after seeing it, it's like, oh my gosh, like it looked really bad. It did.
You know, a couple more things I want to touch on. I don't want to make it a black or white thing, but I do want to be real. And I want to ask this question. If that had been Joe Flacco assaulting his wife, or that had been Tom Brady, would they be throwing him under the bus the way they are?
I don't think so. I think that would have been very well covered up.
Yeah.
Even if they purchased.
But I mean, even if the tape had come out, do you think that they would have handled it the way that they're handling it? Now, I'm saying everything's the same.
I don't think they would have.
Tape came out, but it's Tom Brady or it's Joe Flacco. Would they have let Flacco go? It would have freed up some money. But, you know, would they have let him go?
It would have freed up a lot of money.
A lot of money.
I don't think so. I think that's when the
so
they
this
would have
is,
said,
so
well,
this
the
is
new
racial.
rule is in effect, and we have to do this.
And we already punished him, so we can't say
So the new rule is in effect. He has his punishment, and that's the best that we can do. I think that would have been their response as opposed to, it was a unanimous decision. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna
If Janae had been white and Ray Rice had been black, right? What about it then? Would everything be the same, or would Ray Rice's ass be in jail?
That initial day that they arrested him, he'd
still be in jail now.
Yeah, he may have not gotten a bail. They would have said he was a flight risk.
Yeah, because he runs fast.
You know,
and I agree with that. Should she leave him? Should Janae leave him?
Now, in my opinion, this has been going on. This is not new. This is not something that just randomly happened. She is an abused woman. Either they do this to each other, is what I get from that. People don't agree with me, and who cares? But
she's from Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
so you know what that means?
No, what does it mean?
That means she hits him too.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, she should. I believe she should. People are saying they need to fix it because they have a child together, but I don't think so. You do not stay with a person that is physically, emotionally, any abuse. You need to walk away from.
A lot of the Bible thumpers are saying people should not judge him. Only God judges and God forgives him and things like that. Do you think that his apology was heartfelt? You talked about the press conference earlier.
No. He never seemed sincere in his apology. He seemed to be reading. And that's just it. I just get that he was reading. It doesn't seem sincere at all.
I would like to hope that the family can stay together. However, I'm a realist and a Leo. But I'm going to say that I don't think they'll make it to the end of the year. And let me tell you why. They rushed and got married after they had been engaged for however long they were engaged, because if they were married, she wouldn't be able to have to testify against him. So she got married. They rushed to get married. They weren't on the path to get married on that day before that assault happened.
Wait a minute.
They were engaged.
But I believe that they were planning the wedding it just wasn't supposed to happen that soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They were definitely planning a wedding at some point in time. But at the end of the day, they did that to protect the NFL contract, so she wouldn't have to testify against him. All those things, because they not only did they see the tape, they lived the tape. They knew what was on the tape. So it's
funny that you say that because that works here in Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's the spousal privilege.
Yeah.
Doesn't work in Jersey.
Yeah. Okay. What do you mean?
She would have had to testify against him in Jersey.
Here's the thing. So if and we've talked about this before. So if that is your argument, then why get married at all then?
I don't know. Maybe they felt like it was going to look good, but I looked that up myself.
You don't think that, okay, that, and even if that is the case, you don't think that the marriage happened to protect his job in the NFL?
I'm sure it happened to kind of like, oh, this is my image. We were getting married. This is my wife now. That was just an isolated incident.
Okay. I agree with that. I agree with that.
But
okay, so if it is true that in Jersey that's not the case, and he would have been tried in Jersey, contract's gone now.
Right.
I'm not an NFL player anymore. Okay?
Right.
So what we were trying to protect, gone. All right?
Right.
He's got 20, 25, 26, whatever $million that he got, the guaranteed part of his contract. And in that world, that money going to be gone quick too.
Indeed.
That ain't going to last a lifetime.
Especially with the way
that's what I'm saying.
They're living.
I could make $20 million last my lifetime, but I don't think he could.
Yeah,
especially after you've been used to that.
Right.
So, endorsements, gone.
Everything is gone.
Video games, gone.
I just think some of that stuff is just too far. I mean, I'm not a Madden person, but I mean, is Mike Vick on there?
Yeah, he is.
So why is he on there? I mean, come on now.
Well, I mean, let me say this. If he had hit a dog,
hit him. He was
that nigga. They would have sent Dog the Bounty Hunter looking for that nigga. He'd have been gone. But I think that why is it that they have to make the example on a black man? Why?